Alright guys, welcome to a new video on the 1980 Honda CR250. Last video on this bike, we installed the new CDI, the very expensive new CDI right there, and then we've got the new coil sitting right up there, and we got spark finally, and we were able to actually start this thing up. We cleaned up the carburetor, and we found out that the original carburetor, a little piece was broken off, so we installed the aftermarket carburetor, and this thing's been working out pretty good. It starts right up and sounds pretty decent. So today we are going to try to ride this thing for the first time. You can see right here it's missing the back shocks right here that go from here to there. On these bikes they run 17.5-inch shocks, which are very long for back suspension. And this bike, of course, did not come with suspension, so I had to go out and buy those as well. The ones I bought are in pretty rough condition, but I think they'll work for what we need it for. We do not have an air filter, but I can probably come up with something to put on there just so snow and stuff doesn't get in there, because it did snow last night and we have quite a bit of it, you can see out there. So I think we're going to be taking a snow ride if we can get this thing started today, and those shocks on there. We do have the seat for it sitting right here, so we can bolt that up once we get this thing all together. And yeah, should be pretty interesting here. And it has pretty decent compression, so we've got plenty of power. I do not know if it shifts yet, so we're gonna have to test that out today as well. But I think the first thing we're gonna do is try to get these shocks mounted up. I'll go show you guys the shocks we got for it. They're nothing special, so they were like, I believe they were 40 bucks online. The other ones were 150, so I decided to go with the cheaper ones. And they were like exactly the same thing, except this needed a couple rubber pieces. You can see the rubber pieces in there are missing. It's supposed to look like this, where it's got like a rubber piece in there. So I bought some rubber pieces for it, like this. We just drilled some holes in it and then put these little bushings in there. And then these mount up just like this. Forgot which way they go, but let's see. Mount up something like this. I think they go the other way. Yeah. Some of these tabs are a little iffy, but they go like that. So that's kind of what that's going to look like. But yeah, let's get started on repairing those shocks and then install those and try to take this thing for a ride. Alright, we're making some progress. I was able to push those rubbers into there with the bushings in there. It's not my best work in the world, but this is just for testing purposes. So it is what it is. I think these are on backwards too. Not too sure. I looked it up, and usually this end is over here, but when you look at here, you want to adjust it from the bottom. So I'm not really sure if these are on backwards or not. I don't think they are, because all the writing's going this way. So we're gonna go with it. There's a big hole right there, and that kind of fits right in between there, so it kind of holds it into place. And that one fits up there. So everything lines up the way it should. So I'm thinking we're just gonna go with this way. You can see this is pretty bent right here. So what we need to do is stick like a bar through the sprockets and pound that shut right there. We've got this nice hydraulic lift, so we can kind of get this into place a lot easier. But yeah, let's work on getting this secure in there. I do want to find a bolt for that too. I don't know if that goes into the frame. We're gonna try to bolt this one first so that doesn't move, and then get this one bolted in. Looking through the bolt kit, we were able to find a bolt that fits right in here. We're just gonna screw that one in just for like a temporary bolt, so that keeps it in the middle. And then I think that's getting tight, pretty sure. Yeah, I think so. Oh, maybe not. Huh. Needs to be a little bit bigger than that. Not really sure if I have one. Let's check this one. That one might do the trick here. Looks a little bit bigger. We really just need one to fit in there for the time being. Let's see. Guess we'll try to crank that guy in. See if we can get her to go in. Alright, that's in for the time being, just like that. It's sticking out quite a ways, but we're gonna work on this, getting this aligned. Alright, you can see the hole isn't perfectly lined up, so we're just gonna let out a little bit of juice on the lift here. There, let's see. That's pretty lined up now. Alright, let's try to pound that through. I'd say that's pretty straight. It's not too bad. Definitely getting there. There. Just like that. Let's see if we can stick a bolt through it. Aha. Then we just clamp that together. Sweet. Alright, that one's done. Nice. One shock done. Both bolts are going through. We're gonna have to run to Menards and grab a couple pieces of hardware for this. But that's looking pretty good. On to the next side. We've got one more to go. And they packed this stuff in peanuts, so all the peanuts got trapped inside. All the foam peanuts, so that's exciting. Gotta dig those out too. But yeah, let's go get this one on. Should be a little bit easier. It's not as in bad condition. You can see down here. Just kind of put that guy on there. See if I can. There we go. Should drop right in there. I think we gotta make the lift a little bit higher. Probably should put that one in first, but oh well. Alright guys, just got back from Menards. A little WD-40, of course. Put that on the shelf. Along with the other 50 cans of WD-40. Then we got some bolts here. A bunch of washers and stuff like that. So let's start adding that to these shocks. These are 10 by 40, so we might have to add a couple spacers or something, but that's supposed to go right in there. Got a couple washers. All right, looking pretty good. Let's try to start this thing up now. These gas tank bolts. That's good. Now the seat just needs to go on. So the seat is attached with this bolt, and there's a bolt back here as well. I think it goes behind that. And it looks like it latches on right there to the frame. So I think it kind of pushes onto the frame. Kind of grabs underneath there like that. Let's see if it's on there. Yep, we're good. Okay. There she comes. All right, well, here she is, all bolted up. Definitely not pretty, but hopefully she's functional. I mean, it has a ways to go before it's even close to being, you know, where it needs to be. But right now, we're just gonna take it for a little test drive, or try to start it up right now, and then take it to my parents to take it for a test drive. But yeah, as you can see, it's missing the grips on both handlebars. It's missing the back fender, which I might have one up here that I can temporarily use, or that might be at my parents' house. Doesn't have a kill switch. It has the wires for the kill switch, but no kill switch. So really no way to turn it off. Doesn't have an air filter. You can see right there, no air filter. So it's missing quite a bit, and it looks really, really rough. Right now, I just want to see if the shocks can support the bike, and what that looks like when we lower that down. Hopefully they have enough strength to do that. I did get these bolts in there. Everything is really nice and tight. Every shock has bushings, and everything seems pretty good to go. Let's just see if we take it off the stand, what happens here. Woo, it's like a pogo stick. Hey. Let's mix up a little gas. you're doing pretty good. A little noise down here, but get the wheel move. Looks like it might be rust down. Pretty good. That might be rust down there. Alright, that's pretty good. Now these little 10 millimeters. Alright, that's a lot better. Take a look at the chain. It's a lot better. There's not a whole lot of slack in it. And I think once you sit on the bike, it'll tighten up too. But let's lube up the chain a little bit. Alright, chain's all lubed up. I think we're good to go. Let's go get it in the back of the truck, take it to my parents, and take it for a little rip. Alright, I'll load it up. Alright, just made it to my parents' house. I just forgot we don't have brakes on this thing. The back brake for some reason doesn't work. And then the front brake, missing a lever up there. And I don't think I have one. I might have one somewhere, but it's gonna be a little sketchy. We've got like a couple inches of snow here. So, and the roads are like ice, so probably can't ride on the road too much. But yeah, we're gonna try it out and see what happens here. Gotta unload it, and I guess we'll take it for a rip in the snow. Alright, got the bike out here. Let's quick start her up and then see if she goes. I'm guessing the clutch is all stuck, but we can probably get that free. Let's try her out here. Well, it moves. Had to go really slow, but because I don't have any brakes or anything, and the clutch doesn't work at all. But yeah, she moves more than I expected it to do. That was pretty fun. First ride. And the tire in the back is beefy. We should have tons of traction. I guess the front tire is really bald, pretty much. Yeah, that was pretty fun. Let's go throw on the GoPro and take this thing for a little rip. Alright guys, here we go. First ride on this thing. It is a little sketchy with no brakes and the clutch doesn't work, but I guess what do you expect with a 1980 CR250? Can't be perfect, and it is far from perfect. But those shocks are actually not too bad. Not too bad at all for 30 bucks. Alright, let's take it for a little rip. And this thing actually starts up like first kick every time. It's pretty good. Pretty good little bike. Let's see if she starts up. If it doesn't, it usually backfires pretty good. See? Not too bad. Gotta get a running start here. Then kind of pop it in. There we go. Second gear. Oh man, everything is ice. Oh, this is all ice back here. Holy cow. No brakes. Ah! Woohoo! Might be running a little lean there. Alright, she's running pretty good. The carburetor's kind of falling out of this thing. So that's not good. I think she's running a little bit lean now that she's opening up. We were able to open it up down this little path right here, which was pretty bumpy and fun, but we got her through, I think, 4th gear, and did pretty good. It's actually pretty fun. It actually goes pretty good, and the suspension's actually not that bad. But yeah, I'm pretty impressed with it. I picked this thing up for 350 bucks and put about 200 bucks into it. No, like 180 into it. And we got a running, driving bike. Obviously it needs brakes and it needs the clutch to work. But so far, I'm not too unpleased with this thing. Starts right up. I'll show you guys it starts right up. Listen to this thing. I mean, doesn't get much better than that. Starts right up, runs great. Pretty awesome. I've got the idle way low so it shuts off, but man, not too shabby. I'm pretty happy with that. Away we go. Woo! Almost ate it right there. She's running lean, for sure. Alright, first ride on the 1980 on the CR250 is done. It was a little sketch, not gonna lie, with no brakes, no clutch, and the carburetor like half out of it. And you can see it's barely in there. I don't know if like what happened there, but you can see it's barely on. Just kept on wobbling the whole time. I think that's why it's running a little bit lean now. But it starts like first kick every time. Goes pretty good. Suspension held up. No damage there. It's awesome. Chain still is not too loose. Yeah, not too bad of a little bike. What was it like? I think it's 500 bucks for this thing. I think we've got 500 total into it, so it's not horrible. A little sketchy without the grips too. It was hard to twist this thing. My hands were getting slippery. Oh no, our cap fell off. That's why it was getting hard. Oh, that sucks. That really sucks. That cap fell right off. We're gonna have to look for that cap because that's an expensive piece right there. That really sucks. I'll look around the yard, but I doubt we'll find that. But anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed this little build series on this thing. I don't know what I plan on doing with this. I don't know if I'm gonna restore it or just let it go to a new home, to a guy that wants to put a bunch of money into it. I'm not sure. I don't think it would take much to restore. I think probably a fresh piston and rings, new fender, powder coat the frame and the engine, new tires, new plastics, and I think this thing would be looking pretty good. Anyway guys, thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing. Hopefully you learned something on this build, because I know I did. We diagnosed the wiring, got spark, found out that the CDI was bad, and went from there. Tried 2 different carburetors. This one ended up working, and yeah, fun little bike. Hope you guys enjoyed, and until next time, we are